the Associated Press is a wire service. That means it writes articles, and the articles go out to all the small newspapers and some large ones across the country and the world. It has 44 million views, the Associated Press, every month. 44 million. That's even more than I do. Okay. It's run by a woman named Daisy Verazingham. Okay. She's the CEO. It's the first person of color and the first person from outside the United States to lead the Associated Press in its 175-year-old history. She is a British businesswoman. She's also an ardent liberal, all right, who's running the largest news service in the world. I'm just going to give you 4 headlines, and you can tell me, all right? Headline number 1, Harris and Beyonce ignite a Houston rally with a double ballot argument against Trump. Okay, that was a headline. Second headline, Trump says his New York rally marked by crude and racist insults was an absolute love fest. This is a headline. That's an editorial opinion in their news headline. Inside the Weave, how Donald Trump's rhetoric has grown darker and windier. And the final one, Trump hurls a string of insults at Harris, including lazy, a racist trope against black people. So if you call anyone lazy, your urchins, anybody else, it's a racist trope. Doesn't get worse than that. It doesn't. This is the Associated Press, supposed to be objective. It's like, I love this. Trump hurls a string of insults at Harris. Wasn't there a string of insults coming back at Trump from Harris? I think there was. Somehow the AP missed that. Fine. Television, Sunday news shows. I'm going to give you pro and con. Okay? Now, these are committed people, not should be committed to asylums. They're committed to their political beliefs. Let's go with the anti-Trump people first. Go.
He continues to spew all of these misinformation and lies about election, fraudulent election. Yeah. Obviously, this isn't what his campaign wants him talking about at the end.
You know, everything Trumpism infects becomes infested. You look at his takeover of the Republican Party. We thought at some point the Republican Party would be able to withstand him and stand up to him. That has not happened.
That was Vice President Harris in East Lansing, Michigan, just moments ago, driving home her closing message of unity and patriotism. Meanwhile, Donald Trump's closing message continues to be divisive, violent rhetoric, like this remark in North Carolina today.
Harris has rebooted the Obama coalition. She's getting younger voters. She's getting voters of color to turn out for her in big numbers.
Okay. I don't know how any human being could listen to any of that. And on the other side as well. Roll it.
Kamala says if you're about freedom, justice, and compassion, you're going to vote for her. Like compassion for who? For Americans who are the victims of crimes, because we've got open jails, open borders. They've opened our pocketbooks. Who do they have compassion for? Everybody but the working, tax-paying American.
Hochul and Harris are doing nothing good for the American people post-election. If this were a marriage, instead of trying to save it, they're trying to take out the spouse.
That is the America that Kamala Harris created, and that the elites on the trail with her are celebrating tonight. As they all show, it's an utter disregard, it's a callous disregard for the suffering of their fellow Americans.
You know, Trump, he's not a perfect man. He is not the perfect candidate. But right now, he is our only hope to save this nation.
Now, there's nothing wrong with partisan analysis. All right. I've done it on occasion. I've gotten away from it, and I'm much more fact-based now than I was, say, 15 years ago. But when I covered the Obama-McCain and Obama-Romney races, I shifted then, okay, into, I saw the media disintegrating. And I go, somebody's got to step in here and at least provide a factual context, not I hate the left or I hate the right. And the audience for that ideological stuff is dropping quickly. All right? It's vanishing. If you want ideology, it's easy to get it on social media. And so you don't have to sit through an hour of getting hammered over the head with it. There's nothing wrong in doing it. All the people that I showed you are professional. And they say what I guess they believe, although some are charlatans. But they are entitled to hold that belief system. I'm not criticizing any specific belief. I'm just telling you it's numbing for me. Saturday Night Live. Okay, so almost 90% of its audience are liberals. That's what the show has evolved. And they brought on Kamala Harris 2 days ago. Go.
It is nice to see you, Kamala. It is nice to see you, Kamala. And I'm just here to remind you, you got this. Because you can do something your opponent cannot do. You can open doors. I see what you did there, like to a garbage truck, right? I don't really laugh like that, do I? A little bit.
All right, so there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. And Harris, Kamala Harris herself, very relaxed when she's in front of the television camera. If she loses, she's got a future on TV if she wants it. Thank you for watching. To view full episodes of the No Spin News anytime, sign up to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member today.